is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. The Camp Nou once again decorated in the colours of Barcelona. This is what greets the players every time. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Griezmann. And it's Jordi Alba. Belts one!
Was a matter of inches.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Gets the better of his man. What a ball this is. He's gone for it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Griezmann.
Junior have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And he has been fouled there.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Gets wrestled off the ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's being played forward. Just wouldn't be beaten there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. That's a throw. Foot in. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Arthur. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Has a hit! It's bounced out! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Tries to get it forward quickly. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Good idea, just poorly executed. Messi. Vidal. And it's Jordi Alba. And Vidal! Cleared without complication. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So we reach the halfway point.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the second half gets underway. Arthur has given away a free kick. Quick ball forward. Neto deals with it effortlessly. Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Vidal. Messi. Vidal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Nelson Semedo. Needed a better pass there. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Titi. Vidal. Griezmann. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's played forward. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. In with the challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Shot at goal! Longley trying to get there. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Barcelona getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Brings it forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming.
Messi!
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. Junior merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Longley. It's Dembele. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Across the field it goes.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
This official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Just brushed off the ball there. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. One final crack at it now. And time is up. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona may have approached this game as a problem.
Paris Saint-Germain are on the cusp of making the knockout stage. Ever since the groups were announced, this is where they wanted to be, and indeed felt they ought to be. There is a sense of genuine theatre here. The loyal supporters hope it is all going to be wrapped up in the next couple of hours. 3 points will guarantee that they get their wish. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Paris Saint-Germain are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Paulinho. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Pings it out wide. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
This was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Gets away from his opponents. Icardi with a shot!
Wanju Evergrande have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Di Maria. Neymar. And here's Mauro and Icardi! Back of the net! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Kira. Icardi. Now it's Icardi. Hits one! It's come back out!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Kimpembe. Bernat. Paris Saint-Germain are in control here on the brink of half-time. Goes for goal! Neymar set up one goal so far. And it's Verratti. Verratti! It's off target and by quite a way.
Marco Verratti put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Hoists it forward. Talisca. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, crossbar! Goes for goal! Yes! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. That's no fluke. It's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Paris Saint-Germain head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So just 45 minutes to decide the fate of this group. And it's Di Maria. He's found his man. Oh, that's a waste. Out of play for a goal kick. Paulinho. Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. It's a promising ball. Mbappe. Room for a up for the header. And that's caused a worry or two.
Neymar did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Forward it goes. That'll be a throw. And the through ball is intercepted. It's a loose ball. Mbappe. Neymar is onto it and can take it up. He gets past his man. Can he find a finish now? Too much on it and out of play. Victory now would mean so much. He's pinged one through here. Mbappe!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe certainly did his part with a lovely pass, and unfortunately the loveliness ceased there.
And it's played forward. Talisca. He's left his man. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, Red, he's sorted that out.
Guangzhou Evergrande showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
And he's there to cut it out. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rapidly approaching the end. Guangzhou look as though they are set to go out. Gets the better of his man.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
It's wrestled off the ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance. Guangzhou Evergrande need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Mbappe, chance!
Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It was just a question of running down the clock now. That's a foul, free kick's been given. And that is that. Well, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, this is what the team set out to do, no doubt, and it's the first significant mission out of the way. I think having seen the performances so far, and with the momentum they've amassed, I quite fancy them to do well in the next phase too, you know.
Corinthians are right up against it. An opening day defeat which their boss attributed to opening day nerves. Whatever the reason, what is absolutely clear is that they need to avoid defeat now. Should they lose again, then their presence in the competition is hanging by a thread. They will be desperate to avoid that state of affairs. It's a stressful day and a big performance is needed. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Corinthians faced here with what can already be a make-or-break game.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So off we go then. Gets it back. Ball through needs to be good here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Across the field it goes. Corinthians going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. The other side especially adventurous early on. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Battles to win it back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Corinthians seeking to maximise the moment. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Gets wrestled off the ball. Cuts it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ball forward. What does he try from here? He's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Shoots! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So now the team has broken through. It's not going to want to try. An interesting game up to now, but still goals. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Corinthians clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Turns it out wide. Into the middle. Great leap! Good delivery. No joy.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Wantong United have a free kick. Gets it upfield. Good challenge, he just stood firm. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Big chance! That's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And it's played forward. Wagner did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. All the way back, and they start again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Got a sight of goal here. Ball's loose, and he's after it. There will be a throw-in. Dinks one in. He's got options out wide. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Loose ball.
Wantong United merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. It's one! He's scored!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
Corinthians take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Corinthians need to hold on.
He's gone for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Well, they really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Well, having drawn their opening game, Peter, I think there's a little more pressure to win this one rather than leave it to the final match and endure a more nail-biting encounter. That should be reflected with a purpose and an urgency from them, so I think we might get something lively.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to probe and spaces to get into. I think he's going to be a
well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Salah battles to win it back.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out. Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard.
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Cuts it out. He's left his man. He's gone for it. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Header! And the shot! That's caused a worry or two.
Mohamed Salah certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Fabinho gets into the right position to intercept. Robertson. Mane. Lovely feet. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Robertson. And it's Wijnaldum. Oh, good interception. And they've been caught out here. Cleared without complication. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Needed a better pass there. And back to base. Alexander-Arnold. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And the counter is on. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Firmino. Oh, real danger here. Mane! And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Liverpool have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Liverpool come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Done very well to intervene. Wijnaldum. And it's Salah.
In with a header! He has done it! Two up and threatening to pull clear.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Time for a change in personnel. Liverpool get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mohamed Salah. He's got through. Now it's Roberto Firmino.
Shot a goal! And it's there!
And they are cruising away.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Liverpool take a three-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And Dijk gets it back. Robertson. Mane is effectively being knocked out of the game here.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. "75 minutes played. And that's been won straight back. Mohamed Salah with a definite foul there. Liverpool are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Mane, got a sight of goal here, and he's whipped it in low. And it's been taken straight back. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain! And he's there to clear it. Chance to cross here. Massive leap! Fence has got rid of that. Matip plays it forward. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's it. Oh, a great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
Al Hilal are right up against it. An opening day defeat which their boss attributed to opening day nerves. Whatever the reason, what is absolutely clear is that they need to avoid defeat now. Should they lose again, then their presence in the competition is hanging by a thread. They will be desperate to avoid that state of affairs. It's a stressful day and a big performance is needed. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I've got to go for the powerful Bafétimbi Gomis. He may not be an example of technical perfection, but his robust style helps him to get the job done by sheer force at times, and he'll plough through most offences.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Gets it back, hoists it forward. And help's available out wide. Luis Muriel. Luis Muriel has got himself a free kick. Gomis. And it's Gomez. It's Zapata! And for a moment, time stood still. And back to base. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Atalanta are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Now it's Zapata. Zapata showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gomis, striding forward, facing goal. And a header! Goal! Al Hilal! And Al Hilal are in front. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Pass. Big chance! Oh, and oh! Decent enough try.
Duvan Zapata did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Back to the keeper. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. De Roon, chance to break. And it's played forward.
That's gone a long way up and away.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Up for the header! They scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Al Hilal get
Themselves a two-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
And here's Zapata.
Hit into the middle. Goma goes for goal! There's a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Al Hilal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So off we go once more. Ilicic has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, that's nice. And it's Gomez. Nicely controlled. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Ball is over the line. Luis Muriel. Luis Muriel crosses. It's being played forward. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. That's a corner kick. Good reason for optimism here. Luis Muriel goes looking. Zapata. Now it's Zapata. Going through. Into the middle.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. And it's Carrillo.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Zapata, time to deliver. Tries the cross.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's through. Gomes. He's had a go! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
The room. Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. Ilicic. And the shot! That's caused a worry or two.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
They've played it short. Atalanta with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. And it's been taken short. Gomez. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Shaped for an overhead! And that is it.
The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over.
Al Hilal have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. Well, they've done what they needed to here. They have bounced back from defeat on day one. It is a win that keeps them bang in contention. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I had this marked down as a draw at best, but their tactical approach and industry was superb.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations, that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Yeah, Peter, and the mood in the stadium very much suggests that now is the time to kick on and ensure that 3 points are added to their opening one. Not a time for holding. Make a statement here, telling the rest they're going to take control of the group.
So we're up and running. Tries to switch the play. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, shoots! Nicely controlled.
Gets up to head it!
No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Going for goal! Tries a shot!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And a real chance to break the deadlock. And he's going direct. Gets into some space. That'll be a throw-in. Goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Cuts it out. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gets the better of his man. Gorgeous control there. Whipped in. He's had shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Shapes to shoot. And he's there to make a great save. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're already into the second period. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Had a shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets it back. That's surely a foul, free kick. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, they know he's the root of potential problems, Peter, and they seem intent on uprooting that problem like that.
Has a goal!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Battles to win it back. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. It's a loose ball. Has gone out. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Sousa.
And the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Get a throw in. But there's going to be another change here. That's great strength on the ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It is now or never. Time is against them.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, some tackle that.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Away from immediate danger. And that is that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Hello and welcome all to what I'm sure is going to be an unmissable game. Here's the key information. We have a side looking to make it into the exclusive knockout stage of the competition. A victory does it, but anything less than that could lead to all sorts of complications. Everybody is ready to go once we have the formalities out of the way. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Casemiro. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Universidad Católica seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Yeah, well,
He's tried one. Oh, great save, real class.
Hazard simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Keeper's ball.
Marcelo gets it back. And it's Hazard. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Vinicius Junior! It's got it rattled.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Try to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Modric. Madrid to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Marcelo with a definite fell there. A win here so important to their ambitions. Marcelo. Modric. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless.
He's had a shot!
And the ball's come loose! Vinicius Junior crosses it in low. Has gone out. Modric. That's not going to make it. Hazard. Clears it out of harm's way. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through. But certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. To the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Vinicius Junior. referee. No joy.
Universidad Católica can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Now it's Hazard, and he's shown him a big chance!
Yes!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Looks to clip it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Hazard is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, and the fact that he's registered, Peter, simply encourages more attention of a closer nature.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Battles to win it back. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Universidad Católica showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Benzema. Hazard provides an outlet. He has it out wide now. In comes... up to meet it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Benzema really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He'll hit it! Lacking in accuracy. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Madrid just have to run down the clock. Good idea, just poorly executed. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Madrid have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, this is what the team set out to do, no doubt, and it's the first significant mission out of the way. I think having seen the performances so far, and with the momentum they've amassed, I quite fancy them to do well in the next phase too, you know.